Black mat time. This is really epic. What I did was, the request was, this is a Mark III, A New Hope for Silentsteeple, and Silentsteeple has commissioned a number of Mark IIIs at this point. But what he wanted was, he wanted me to recreate as close to I could as of an exact replica of some file photos that he sent me. Weathering, everything. He said I didn't have to do a little bit of kind of hammered damage if I didn't think I could, but of course we all know that that's not going to happen, so I did that as well. It has a Petit Crouton version 3 with a 3.7 volt hack and an 18650 because I have 3 different color mixed blade colors. I have sky blue, ice blue, and kind of a it's white, but I haven't named it really, but it's white with a little tinge of blue and green, just kind of to give it a little bit of depth. So it's much more white than ice blue, let's just say. The other thing he wanted was, he wanted red, green, and blue accent LED kind of as a faux crystal chamber. So what I did is I made them into a bar graph, and they scroll inside the faux crystal chamber right kind of through this here, and it looks awesome. Okay. Other than that, it's got machined resonance and Mark III optics, and the accents do not shine through the bubble strip. Again, that was a request on his part. And this has my Mark III compendium in it. So episode 3 Obi-Wan, episode 4 by Novastar, and episode 4 remastered. So the first one, let's go ahead and turn it on, has sky blue. And that is a perfect Ben 1 cyan or Ben 6 blue. Nice and bright for Mark III especially. And you can see the scrolling faux crystal chamber there. And flash on flash. The flash on flash is a muted white. So there's that. And yes, it's very loud. I get lots of questions of does the 3.7 volt hack affect volume? And my response is, it depends on what speaker you use. And with my high output speakers, it does not affect it. Every bit is loud. So it just kind of depends on what you're using. All right, so this has sky blue, which of course, as many know, is my tuned mixed version of blue and white. And it's going to looks very white on the video to me, but it is a very nice kind of off blue color that's really seriously mixed with white. So let's go ahead with our flash on flash, which is the green dye, and that is a very nice aqua. All right. And finally, so there's white. It may on camera look very similar to the last one. This almost has a hint of green to it, where the other one had a hint of blue to it. So just the white I didn't like it as much on the Mark III, so I did have a little hint of color. And then you get ice blue flash on flash with this. So that's very cool. Of course, it can always be changed in the config file if it wants. But I guess the charter from him was to create the greatest ANH Mark III I ever have created. And with all due respect to all those who came before, I would have to say that I think that that's what happened here. The bronzium is tuned to be more toward rust, and the weathering. When I post this, I'll post a picture the picture that I got, so you can see how close we got. All right, thanks for looking. We'll see you next time.